behind me. Welcome back into episode 114. So, last week's video, you saw me do a little bit of spraying on the central console. I think that's the last leather spraying I'm going to be doing for this year, well definitely for this year. There's more to do, no doubt, but that's kind of wrapped that bit up. And you saw me cleaning up the Porsche seat. So if you remember, I don't know how many videos ago I managed to buy an entire Porsche interior. All good apart from the driver's seat. So the driver's seat base is really bad. The Porsche's ripped beyond repair. And I've been putting feelers out without any luck, but if any of you guys have a scrap of Porsche, you know I need about that much probably to make the seat base, please let me know, leave me a comment. I actually also need a little bit more Porsche for the rear seats backrests that lay down like that and make a parcel shelf. Those I don't have either in Porsche. Black and white Porsche I'm after, so leave me a comment please. In this week's video, I want to tackle something that's been niggling away at me for quite a long time. I think in one of the videos I mentioned it. It's the driver's side sill. If you remember when I did the undersealing of the underseal the car around the time I was doing the exhaust, I left this side alone because I knew it was rotten, and I just had to wait until the winter and this time to have a look at it. So in this week's video, what I want to do is get in there, see how bad it is, work out what my problem is, how I'm going to fix it, and basically expose it. And I need you guys to tell me how to fix it. So I'm going to do what I can to sort of get down and dirty in there. If I don't know what to do, well, just leave me some comments. Tell me what you see, what you think I should do, how to resolve it, how bad is it. I'm not in there yet, so I don't know. So we'll have a look at that shortly. That's this week then. So as ever, please leave me some comments, click the like button, click subscribe. I really want to get up to the 3,000. We're at 2,100 and something at the moment. It's got 900 of you need to click subscribe to get me there. But let's just jump in there this week and see how I get on. Right, first things first, I need to get this car out, turn it around so I can actually get to the sill. As it stands, it's right up against the edge there, against all the shelving. That's not easy. I'll end up doing it about 10 times, sort of inching it across, trying to get it in so I'm not too close to that side because I can get in a bit too tight, and not too close to the car here that I can't open the door and sort of work on it. So it's going to be a little bit of shimmying backs and forwards. The other problem I've got is I've parked this 911 too far over. I've got probably quite a few inches on that side. I should have moved it over before, but we are where we are. So let's spin it around and just see what the sill looks like at least. And I never mentioned about those teledial wheels. They look fantastic, don't they? I saw them on a 928 mailing list that I'm on, and quickly managed to buy them before anyone else. Thank you, Dan, for those. Look, they transform the car, look amazing. Right, this is that scary job I've sort of been suspecting for a long time and avoiding. But it's the winter. Car's not going to be used now for probably a good couple of months. So I think it's time we open this up and find out what's underneath there, how bad it is, what I need to cut out and all of that. I've got no idea, of course, as always, with what I need to do. So what I thought I would do is just push a screwdriver through and have a little look around before I go cutting everything off. I can see down here, I don't know if that's visible on the camera, is it? But down there it's all bubbled, so there's obviously some angry stuff going on there. Now this flexes quite a lot. Yeah. So I could push my finger straight through that, I can feel it. But there's a hole here already, so I think if I just open this up a little bit, you can hear the rust sort of grinding away there, can't you? Let's stick our my endoscope in there. We'll have a look what's going on. the good news, I can press and fill metal, so that's one good thing. I wasn't sure I was even going to fill metal on the other side. So this is the outer sill. Look, if I go, I can probably push straight through. This is the outer sill, and there's an inner sill, which is all the sort of rigidity, which is what I'm tapping in there. But let me jack up the phone, and we'll have a look inside there. Sorry, jack up the end scope. It attaches to my phone, which doesn't take a second. Show you is a full screen picture. You can't obviously see much, but let me hold it like that for you, and you can see. You can even see yourself, probably, maybe. I don't know what you're looking at. But what we can definitely see is inside that hole. So I'm going to turn it around so I can see what's going on. I'll record it. It's got a record button as well. Oh, come on. And let's see what we've got inside there. So let's click record. Okay, so hot off the press this will be. So going into the hole. Difficult to know what you're looking at, to be honest. I can see rust. Certainly rust of some form. Let's just feed it along a little bit. I don't know if I can actually. It feels straight away quite. Oh no, it's going in. I just can't see much. I think I'm looking on the inside of here. I just slide it along. Doesn't all look awful. I don't know that I'm going to gain much by going in like that, to be honest though. Let's have another little look. So there's the hole, and you can sort of see straight inside. I think we just attack it. I think we just get in there and see what we find. Let's stop the recording. Like that. Turn it off. There's no doubt I have to go in there somehow. I mean, down here, if I take the chisel to it, I don't know, probably won't need a chisel, but I can go straight in there. Just pull you down so you can see a little bit more of what I'm doing. Right, this is right down by, just in front of the rear wheel, really. You actually can see where I am cutting. I've just pushed this balsa chisel, what you call it, in there. So that is just absolute nothing. Let's see how much we can tap out. Polystyrene, just in case, always useful. Definitely inner sill material. I guess it might be sound deadening, the polystyrene. Who would have known, eh? In fairness, I've known for a long time that this has been here. The other sill had been done before I bought the car. And I've been watching this, just sort of thinking, right, when the time's right, I'll have it open. I don't want to rush it. It's a lot of polystyrene. I don't want to rush it and get upset myself. Right. You can see I'm being pretty hard with it. This whole sill will be cut off, I expect. Certainly it all has to come out, so we're up to here so far. A bit of a smash and grab job today, just to find out the extent, and then over Christmas I can be working out what to do with it. You guys can join in as well. Obviously leave me a comment, tell me what you see, where I should how I should fix it, how I should attack it. I'm assuming I'll cut as far back as it is required, but this all seems solid, to be honest, so probably around here somewhere, and forwards, but I just keep trying to put a hammer through it. I think it's going there. It's slightly off camera, isn't it? Joining the fun. Sure, that was actually rusty, that bit. It must have been to some extent if I could put a hammer through it. But funny. Stuck a hammer straight through good metal, I think. Surprisingly good up the top there. Just trying to sweep out the rust so I can see what state the inner sill is in. But it looks good, actually. From what I can see, there is surface rust, but it's not just crumbling away. What I'm going to do then, I'm going to go back up the other end, because the other end's got a lot of bubbling on it, and find out the extent of what's up there. Right, let's tap along this a bit more then. So that's definitely rusty. That's definitely rusty. Yep, I've got a winner there, look at that. Beautiful. That's fantastic, isn't it? How thin metal goes when it gets rusty, it's just like paper. I think that was actually just paintwork holding that together. Okay, brilliant. You're getting a good view of this. That's fantastic, isn't it? Yeah, so it's a bit of the, I guess that's inner sill there. Has melted away, but we'll have a look when we get all this off. We can have a proper look at what's gone on. I'm still hopeful the inner sill will be okay. The outer sill largely doesn't exist anymore, apart from a bit of paintwork. That all needs come. So basically, it's this front section's the worst. Yes, it's up to there. Now that is inner sill that's gone, and this one section. What I'd like to do is get the whole thing off, and we can see how bad it is. Which I think I can just discard it off, can't I? I assume. Let's do that quickly. It won't take 5 minutes. Now I think I'm safe just to buzz down with my disc cutter about 1 centimetre down from the top of the outer sill and fold it down and have a look. When I get a replacement sill, it includes that bit that goes over the top, so I'm clear of that. And the bottom bit, I don't know where it, presumably it just spot welds to this seam along here. But I think if we just do that straight down the side, we can have a look inside and just sort of see what state things are in. So hold on tight. It's kind of flicking right at me, so I'm going to get out of the way a little bit. Okay, that should be enough for us to fold down, have a look what's going on. Because I don't know what's behind it. I suspect not much. Look at that. Oh, fantastic. Right, let's first look inside the outer sill. As you can see, it's a bit of a mess in there, isn't it? It's definitely worse here. You can see the inner sill is taking a bit of a pounding just on that piece there. I think the rest of it, from what I can see, looks okay. Well, there's a tiny bit of rust here, treatable. This up here I'm going to have to cut and shut on. I'm going to have to do something with this. I can't leave a big gaping hole, but how interesting to see the sill cut away. I still need to resolve, sort of have a good grub around up in the front there and back here. I've not gone any deeper in here. Mainly because it seems solid from the outside, but we'll have a proper look at that. But that's where we are at the moment. Let's make sure you can get a good look at it from a bit of distance. Right, it's really good to see inside the inner sill and see what needs to be done. I think we're finished with the outer sill now, so I'm just going to buzz it off straight along that line. I think it served its purpose in life, actually. Probably folding up is easier. Let's just get it off. So I can add to my Christmas list sill, outer sill. And also sweep all this junk out and get a proper look at what the damage is. Again, to me, this seems fixable. That's not that bad. I'll have to cut out what is dead though, of course. But it doesn't look that bad to me. Okay. Right, and I can get a proper view up there. Yeah, up there looks good actually. Deeper into the, towards the rear wheel. Looks okay. I'm just going to quickly buzz off these last bits because they're sharp. And I'll call it a day, I think. Here we go. Done. Right, that'll do for today, I think. So I think to get anywhere with the sill, I'm going to have to get to this part sort of directly underneath the back of the wing. And to do that, I need to get the wing off. So this is just a very quick sort of tentative look at these bolts and see how interested they are about coming undone. It's nice and easy. It's easy. But easy as another one. It's easy. Right, I think all the bolts are undone. There's been 4 up on the inside of the wing here, just there, all the way across the top of the bonnet. In fact, I should flip the bonnet open because I'm going to have to sort of manoeuvre it out. I've done the ones around the front of the bumper, and I think that's it. Let's have a look. Let's have a look and see if it comes off. be honest, that might actually be enough. My random waggling, what I'm trying to do is find the pivot point so I can look at and see where the bolt is. Pulling the panel on. So, this piece of metal, I've used that, look at the ends of it, the one flicks up a lot, the other flicks up a little bit. I've used that everywhere. I don't know where it came from. It's not a tool, it's just a bent piece of metal. But it's so useful in these sort of situations where I need to get behind it and I should be able to sort of lift it up, put it behind like that, and then I can sort of wag it up, pulling it free. And it's already done it, I think. It may already have done the magic. Yeah, look at that. What an amazing bit of metal. Okay. That. Oh, how cool is that? The whole wing came off. How cool is that? I've never had the wing off of this thing. That is super cool. So one of the other reasons, casually holding my wing, one of the other reasons I don't mind taking this off is there's a bit of corrosion on it. The worst place is around this side on the bonnet shut. Let me see if I can give you a look without bashing the other car. About here where my hands are, there's a hole. It goes on the inside of the bonnet shut. I don't know if I'm going to be able to fix that. So I put the feelers out for if anyone's got one of these wings, then I need it. All the ones that are out there at the breakers are either S4s or later models, and I really need an early model. But anyway, so I'm looking for a wing. But now we can properly get in there to the sill and see what's what in there, which is fantastic. I'll give you a quick look in here while I've got it open. There's the junk that gets underneath, going along top of the wing. Now this is where all the corrosion was. There's a bit of combination of rust and other things. Whatever this is probably aluminium oxide or something. Whatever. I'm terrible at chemistry. Whatever you get when aluminium corrodes. Otherwise, it's okay. Got the light assembly and stuff. From the bumpers. All in here is pretty solid because I've done all the suspension. Now, while we're in here, let's talk about this quickly. Mine rides too high. These are S4 dampers. What I'm going to try and do, maybe straight after Christmas, is I'm going to have this out. I've got a full set of front and back S4 dampers and shocks and everything. What I'm going to do is see if I can take this apart, fit an adjustable collar on here from an S4, the rear of an S4, because for some reason this S4 doesn't have adjustable fronts, which I think, looking at the fitting, it looks like it's come off of a GT, but I don't know. And just see if I can make this adjustable or convince it to sit lower. It sits about that much too high. Good. I don't know, 2 inches too high. So coming around, this is the problem area, and it's in there. We're going to want to look in a second and see how much rust there is. But at least we have it all open. It's a good start. Right, that's the end of this week. Things are certainly hotting up, as you've seen, in more ways than one. I don't know if you noticed all the smoke that's come out when I discut under here. Obviously something got hot. There weren't flames or anything, but a lot of smoke came out. So I don't know if that's under seal or oil or whatever was sort of cooking away there quite happily. Really interesting though. We've got the sill off, I've got the front wing off, can see what's going on there. All of this looks pretty good. I mean, where the suspension is, of course it's good because I've painted that all with under seal when I rebuilt the suspension. But up under the wing, across the top here, is pretty healthy. The only place I can see a little bit of rust is at the bottom of the wing, where it attaches it back onto, I guess it's where the door hinges, that sort of space there. I'm going to have to do a little bit of welding there as well, not a massive amount, maybe like this. Anyway, so that's really good. Please leave me some comments. What I'm planning to do then is, on the inner wing, cut out those rust patches. I've got one that's about that big, I guess, and then a little tiny circle at the where the door opens, sort of directly below here. A little patch back here at the front of the door, and then that sort of this size about midway along. I'm going to cut that out as much as I can, you know, so it's bare metal. Grind it, patch in a piece of little pieces of metal to fix it, and then when the outer sill comes, or that'll all be sealed up. I think there's some epoxy wax or something I can put on that. Then when the outer sill comes, I'm going to hold it up, trim it to fit, or obviously cut out all the rust of the outer sill, trim it to fit, spot weld it in, and then I'm going to spot weld down to create a seam. I'm not going to try and bead weld because I think, one, I probably won't do a very good job, two, it will blow through, and three, it'll probably get too hot and distort. So I'm going to sort of spot weld it in, and then grind it off, and then hopefully that's ready then to be sprayed, or you know, for the sprayer to do his preparation on it. Up the front there, I kind of mentioned earlier just in the video, I'm going to have that front strut out now, back on the bench, and see if I can create a combination of all the bits I've got, something that's a bit lower down, so because the front never settles on this car. And I think it's because I'm using S4 dampers. If you know that's what it is, let me know. If not, I don't know, I've taken out the air pump, the aircon radiator, and all the associated pipes and things for all of that. Maybe that's why. Maybe it's just that bit lighter now, as it's only probably 50 kilograms in total, but who knows, who knows. All the fluids and things would weigh down quite a bit, and it's right at the front of the car, so it would have a leverage, sort of, you know, a lever effect on it. Anyway, as ever, have a great Christmas, not as ever. Have a great Christmas, Happy New Year. This is the last video of the year. I will see you next time, which is going to be in January sometime. Click the like button, click subscribe, leave me comments, especially about this Sill, and I'll see you next time.